This is just a short video to show you how to create a simple button to change scenes. So at the moment I've got my Pong game, but I only have one scene. I want to create a menu scene that I can use to sort of choose which type of game I want to go to. And so to do that, let's just create a new scene to start with. So in my scenes here, I'm going to create, I think I can do it right there, create new scene, and I'll just call it start menu or whatever. Okay. And I'm just going to double click on that and open up the start menu. So at the moment it's blank, okay, it's just a empty scene. I am going to add a UI element called a button. And so the button's been placed in the bottom left here. I'm just going to center it for our purposes. Shift Alt, and just put it in the middle there. It's made up of the button itself and also a text element. If you want to change the text, it's simple there, and you can go ahead and make all those changes. Now, in terms of getting the button to work, what you'll notice is on the button itself, it has something that says on click. So this is looking for the event of you clicking on the button, and at the moment there's nothing here. And we can't just sort of add anything at the moment because we have to link to some sort of function. Now to do that, we'll create a little bit of a script. And so what I'm going to do is just create a new script. So go into my scripts here. I'm just going to create a new C# script. Simple, I'll call it button. And all this function will do is go from one scene to another. Okay, so I'm just basically going to use the scene management and load a new scene. So once this pops up here, because I'm using scene management, I have to use Unity Engine .scene management. And I could get rid of all of this here. It's just going to be a very, very simple script, but I'll just leave it. The key thing is I need to make it public. That makes it visible to the button. And I'm just going to call this click me. You can give it a better name. And in this function, whoops, what did I forget? I forgot it's not going to return anything, so avoid. In between the curly braces here, I'm going to run the scene manager dot load scene. And the easiest way to do it is just by the build number. Now we have to come back and fix that, but I know the next scene is going to be scene 1. I'm going to save that. Let's go look at the build settings. And the one thing is, oh, they're both there actually, so we're good. If I had to, I could just drag it in or add open scene. The key thing is that the start menu is going to be 0. That's going to be the first menu or first scene that appears when you start your game. So that's very important that you have that set to 0 if that's the one you want to show up first. And then the subsequent ones, you can see they're indexed. The next one is 1 there. So that's why I've got it going from 1. When I click on that button, we want it to go to 1. Now the last thing that we need to do here is put this into the scene. You've created the script, but it needs to be in the scene. Now you could create an empty, and I'm going to do that just here. And I'm just going to button script holder, just to make it very clear. Probably doesn't matter too much where it is, but I'm just going to, whoops, set its transform here to reset position, and then just throw that script on it. And you need it to be in the scene. Oh, I didn't say that. Button script object, sure, whatever. Okay, so there it is. Now what I'm going to do is go back to the button. On the click, we need a game object. And so the game object that I want is this button script object. And I can just throw it on there. And once I've done that, I can look for the function. And so I'm looking for it under the button because that was the button script. And I should be able to see the click me. And so once I do that, and I hit play, the button is there. I click, and now it goes into Pong. One thing you might consider is that you want to create maybe some sort of pause so the game doesn't start right away. That would be an improvement there. But at least now you've got the button working.